everybody, and welcome to a new edition of the Hair Metal Massacre podcast. I'm Steve. Say hello to my fellow co-hosts in the middle there.
Hey.
The one and only Feldman.
I don't have a voice.
And last but not least, Mr.
William Fincher back again.
That's him. That's him.
In the closet.
Well, boys, it's been a little while. We had some delays, had a little Memorial Day hiccups, some allergy hiccups, but it's all good. We won't be held back. And we're back to do a new episode on the 1985 effort from the one and only Motley Crue. We're going big time, boys, with Theater of Pain. Yeah, it's the vinyl where they switched up their look to glam it up a little more. That's right. That's right.
Drugs will do that.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Say, cocaine.
They was feeling themselves, to say the least.
Yeah.
Anything you guys want to report on? I don't know. Interesting going on in your life? I don't know.
What are you doing, Steve Jackson, with your band?
My band actually.
I see you changed your Instagram and realized that it was the old band that you were still posting on. And now it's 13 shots.
Right. Basically, I retained the followers, but changed the name of the page. Yes. And
I feel like you stole them and inherited them.
Well, I own the last one. I own this one. It's fine. It's whatever. Again, hell, I don't even know what the tag is. I gotta look up 13 shots on Instagram, people, if you want to check it out. I should know that. I guess it's at 13 shots, 1-3. Anyway, by the way, we're playing Ground Zero here in the local area on Friday. Big show with like 8 bands. Sweet little set. It's gonna be cool.
What's the cover?
Oh, what does the?
Wait, it was a Sunday, right?
No, it's Friday.
This Friday?
This coming Friday. Yep.
What time?
I think it's $10-15.
Well, we can text message this, but
we'll work it out.
I might do that.
I've got something at 8 that'll be done by 9, but I could come up at that.
There's
point.
a lot of heavy bands on the bill. A lot of heavy bands on the bill. We're more rock and roll, hard rock, but it'll be fun, man.
For those more familiar with big name bands, coming to Charlotte in September with a Groupon is Judas Priest and Alice Cooper on a Saturday in September. And it's like $35 still. Like, I guess the Groupon comes and goes. I'm still going to try and go. It's also Corrosion of Conformity, right?
Mm-hmm. And Alice Cooper and Priest, yep.
Like, we can't see cover bands in our local town for less than fucking $40.
Yeah. That's not a lie.
So the fact that we get an arena, not an arena show, but an outdoor fucking show, which is essentially the first weekend of fall in the South, and maybe because there's college football, it won't be as that busy. But I wouldn't be surprised if they had a game up on a projector somewhere showing while the show is going on. But
true.
Definitely, if you're in the region, it's definitely worth checking out. Yeah, if you go to Groupon, it should be on there.
Yeah, I'll be out there with my new wife and all my kids. It'll be fun. The kids love the Alice Cooper, But, well, fellas, I came across some news earlier today. Not really news, but an interesting article from the Loudwire. You guys ever check out Loudwire?
Sounds familiar.
5 hair metal bands whose biggest selling album isn't their best.
See, why don't we just say this for a separate episode at some point?
No. Let's go ahead and get into it. It's just some controversial. We'll skim it
I would
over
like to. Yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah. So first up on the docket, we got who we're reviewing tonight, Motley Crue. They're saying biggest album, Dr. Feelgood. I agree. By the time Dr. Feelgood hit the shelves, it was Motley Crue at their cleanest, both literally and sonically. Newly sober and armed with super producer Bob Rock, they delivered their most polished and professional record to date. They're saying their best album is Shout at the Devil, where the real Crue magic happened. Do it now?
I got to disagree. I think Dr. Feelgood is their best album. Shout at the Devil is my second favorite, to be honest. And then Too Fast for Love. But, dude, I don't know. Me personally, you can't fuck with Dr. Feelgood.
That album still sounds great.
Yeah, that album just kicks so much fucking ass, start to finish.
Yeah, great songs. They got it together for that one. Won't get into what they said. Leopard.
Well, you already asked me.
Oh, yeah, Feldman, what do you think on the Crue?
Hmm.
Rapid fire Mick
What's
Jackson.
funny is what I was getting into is I almost feel like Theater of Pain is like the Timu version of Dr. Feelgood because I've said this in all of our episodes is there's just two different genres. I don't think you can compare those two albums. Shout the Devil and Dr. Feelgood. Two different sounds. Feelgood's slower and it's cock rock. And then Shout the Devil's more like old school LA metal. It's faster.
Well, Feldman, you like to get in the nitty gritty. We're trying to paint with a broad brush on this podcast. Get everybody in and give us a big fucking hug and kiss. You know what I'm saying? But I hear you. I hear you. Next up, we got Leopard, who Steve kind of hair metal, not really, kind of. Biggest album, Hysteria. Now, I do agree with this. Well, I don't know. They're saying their best album's High and Dry. High and Dry is awesome. Pyromania might be the best, though, because it's in between.
What was on Pyromania?
Pyromania had Photograph, Rock Till You Drop, Bringing On the Heartbreak. No, or is it Too Late for Love?
I think it is, yeah.
I confuse those two songs. But Pyromania, I think, is the first one they did with Mutt Lange.
I believe you're right, yeah.
Yeah.
I do think you're correct. Yeah, me personally, those two albums for me are always kind of, I go back and forth with which is number one, which is number two. They're both really good.
High and Dry and Pyro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the rest of their catalog too, but yeah, just in my personal opinion, it's one of those two albums, depending on what day and what kind of mood I'm in when you ask me.
I've literally seen Real Leopard and a Leopard tribute. And the tribute was pretty damn good down at the Spinning Jenny, actually.
I drove by there
the Kiss cover band in full makeup in Florida.
Oh, that was awesome.
Oh, nice.
You seen any pictures?
Oh, yeah, I saw pictures. Yeah.
I mean, they didn't sound great, but the whole thing was just awesome, and they gave 100%.
Yeah.
What was their name?
They played some different songs, too.
Oh, some deep cuts?
Yeah. A little more deep cuts. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Moving on. Here we go. They're talking about Poison. Best album, Open Up and Say Ah. Best album is actually Look What the Cat Dragged In.
It is.
Both have banger ass songs on them, but I mean, if you got to pick one, look, literally, me and my old friend years ago, I don't talk to anymore. We had a discussion on this genre in which we're covering on this podcast, and it was like, if an alien came to Earth, what song, if you were trying to talk music with them and, hair metal, what song would you play for them? I was like, Nothing But a Good Time. It has everything. And that's on Open Up and Say Ah.
Yeah.
Which is also better produced, but
much better produced. And once again, like the Leopard thing, with me personally, with Poison, it's either Open Up and Say Ah or Flesh and Blood, depending on what mood I'm in as far as what their best album is. I feel like nothing against Look What the Cat Dragged In, but it's just a much weaker album compared to what they put out after that.
They were on a budget big time with that first one.
Oh God, yeah, they barely got signed. They were on like some subsidiary of Capitol, like
it was Enigma, I think.
Yeah.
But Feldman, thoughts? Do you like the Poison, Feldman? I don't think we've ever talked Poison.
I'm all right with Poison. I've seen them live twice.
Oh, okay.
They're actually good live.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they murder. Yeah.
I mean, that was 20 years ago, but yeah, even at that point. I mean, now I don't think
I saw him in 2012.
Stand on his own.
I saw him in 2012 with Leopard. They were still good.
That here? That's Charlotte.
That's Charlotte. Moving on. Probably some Whitesnake action coming up, I want to say. Yeah, Whitesnake. Biggest album, the self-titled album. But they're actually saying Slide It In from 84 is better.
I can see why they would think that.
I would agree with that one, but I'm not the biggest Whitesnake fan, but.
And me neither. I mean, handful of songs.
I hate that song, though.
I think I own like 3 of their albums.
Slide It In is terrible. It's like their weakest song.
So what, Fincher?
I think I own like 3 albums and they're like their greatest hits, but I'm not a humongous Whitesnake fan.
I remember when I was a kid, for some reason, I had the tapes of both the self-titled and the Slip of the Tongue, the one from '89.
Right.
Which was it has some memorable songs, but I can't remember what they are right now. Saw Whitesnake at was it 2019 M3? They were good live. I mean, it's all Cloverdale. He's the only guy, like original guy, if you will. But Whitesnake, that yeah. I love Still the Night. It has the little breakdown where it's
Oh
all
hell
like
yeah!
smoky and
Well,
shit in the
dude,
video.
that was
It's
ladies.
great.
That was ladies' night at Chiefs back in the day. Was fucking Whitesnake, bro.
Most definitely.
What was that?
Here we
Working
go.
Women's Wednesday. That's what it was called. Yeah, Working Women's Wednesday. That was all Whitesnake.
Sounds about right. Then we move on to Cinderella. Apparently, their biggest album is Night Songs. Okay, I guess.
You're not a Cinderella guy, are you?
Oh no, all three of us are Cinderella guys. Remember we went to see him.
I was told. Will mentioned that you weren't.
Yeah, I thought
That you were a Kiefer
I
guy,
thought
but you
were
weren't a Cinderella guy.
fan. I thought you were
Cinderella
like
guy.
into him, but not like really into him.
Oh yeah,
Well, I'll be
I got
damned.
like 5 shirts. No, maybe 4. I got 4
Oh,
Cinderella shirts.
Sam. I don't know. I was
Yeah,
pretty sure he
For
was.
some reason, I thought I'm tripping.
Oh, it's all right. I
It's-
also have the DVD that has all their music videos on it. I bought
Really?
that pre YouTube. Yeah, it's like red, white, and blues or something. Yeah,
Oh,
I remember
got
seeing
that.
that back in the day.
Capital. Yeah. Night Songs. They're actually saying the best album's Long Cold Winter.
It is. But then you could argue Heartbreak Station. Heartbreak
Yeah.
Station is, well, one, it's a country album. But
We'll get
I think it's
there.
Kiefer's best work in terms of writing music. And then Long Cold Winter, brilliant blues album in an era that really needed blues in the mainstream. It's 3 different types. I mean,
True.
fucking Pat's Dogs with fucking
Pat's
night songs.
Dogs.
With fucking night songs, right? And they get in there to fit the mold to make the videos and get on MTV. And then Kiefer is able to get into his shit and make it work.
Now, I have seen Kiefer solo more times than I have seen Cinderella. I only saw him that once with y'all. But by the time we were like of show going age, it was kind of a rare treat to see Cinderella, of course. But yeah, that's it for the list. Well, you guys want to get on into the Theater of Pain with Motley Crue on their 3rd effort, 1985?
Yeah,
Who has
the
some?
trebles
Who
out
has
to dig in.
some? Who's got fun facts about? Start going over
So?
fun facts about these albums.
Well, Theater came out on June 21st, 1985, coming up on that anniversary, right close. This is the first album after the Razzle, the car crash for Vince killing Razzle, the Hanoi Rocks drummer, which was, didn't someone tell me that Motley's lawyer was like, hey, it would not behoove the state of California for Vince to be in prison because they contribute to the tax base so much.
I've
I
heard
wouldn't be
that. I watched
surprised.
something or read something back in the day where, like, yeah, that was part of his argument in court. Was like, this band is too popular to the economy of the state of California to leave him locked up. Like, he'll pay a fine. He's sorry, but just don't put
Great
him in
lawyer.
jail.
Great lawyer.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Money talks.
yeah. This is another effort produced by Tom Werman, who also did Shot the Devil just before. It is quadruple platinum, 4 million in sales as of 1995. I guess more by now, probably. It was recorded at both Pasha and Hollywood studios. Now, Pasha, we've mentioned on the podcast before, where also Metal Health and Last Command were recorded. So Razzle died on December 8th of 84. Gee, what else has happened on December 8th? December 8th is a cursed ass day. Let me tell you why. It's the
Yeah,
day John
that was
Lennon-
one of my sobriety dates. Was December 8th at one point.
Right on. John Lennon got murdered on December 8th, and so did Dimebag Darrell.
Yeah, it's a fucking shitty day.
I was like, never play a show on December 8th, man. That's no good. And at this point, it's been 2 years since Shot at the Devil. Apparently, I didn't know this. Nikki was already into the heroin by this point. And also, I found it interesting they were considering sacking Mick as guitar player.
Oh, I did not know that.
This is news to me. And in interviews since, as years went on, the members are not big fans of this record. I get it. You're not gonna love all your albums,
No.
but nah. All right. Well, let's get on into it. Feldman, I hear you've been traveling around. You got some of that City Boy blues?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Hold on. We can refilm this. I don't know why that's outputting to my speaker. Could you all hear that when I did that?
Yeah, I heard it.
I heard it. Yeah.
Huh. Weird.
Have you tried
Well,
turning it off and turning it back on?
this is the first time this has done this. So hold on. Okay. Let's do this. All right. So Steve, you have those City Boy blues. Hi.
Fireflies in dog fights, running hot in the heat. Street nurse, another bribe. Things too hard to believe. No head out.
Overdub.
What?
My heart singing a country, my feet in the city with you. Now my friends are reading sushi, talking about you know who. My tongue's talking real, but I just can't seem to find the clue. So I take a swig of whiskey, jump into the saddle with you. And I just can't seem to break the shackles of the certified blues. Like I'm the city boy blues.
All right.
All right. You know what? This song would be better like acoustic, like countrified, maybe. Like, I don't know. It's okay for opener. It's I don't know. As we go on with this record, I got a lot of like, wow, these riffs are kind of lazy and just kind of ho hum. But that's my opinion.
Me and
Feldman,
Will
what
had-
do you think?
Me and Will had a thought process about this album, especially when you get the bottom half, because they were so. This is the peak of their addiction on the shit that was going on, right? That maybe they pulled like a Van Halen, and some of these songs they actually had in their back pocket and brought it over, and they didn't actually record these because there is a distinction between some of these songs sound older.
Yeah.
Agree
And you'll
with
get
that.
down to the end of that, and I don't know if there's any proof. I mean, it's just a conspiracy, maybe. I hate using that word, but at the same time, it's like it's a wild thought, but there is a distinct difference on some of these songs.
I don't
For
think
City
it's that
Boy
wild.
Blues?
You know, Tom Werman got hired to do a job. The band was fucked up out their ass. He just made them pull something out, whatever they had. And he's like, I'll do what I fucking can with it. Like, turn it into the label and hope for the best.
If anybody
I mean,
has a
like-
comment or knows anything about that, could leave a comment on the YouTube.
I mean, like by the Devils, shout out to Devil Tour, they were like notorious for their fucking partying. Like everybody knew.
I watched a video like a couple days ago. Tommy just downed an entire bottle of Jack Daniels. Hey, I've done that before.
That's a
But
pro.
yes, an entire
Goddamn.
As for City Boy Blues, I actually love this song. It's a I want to say guilty pleasure, but it's low key. Like I hear it, it's like hell yeah. I want to say love. I really like this song as an opener. It's a very dumb decision. It's not a good opening song.
It lacks the oomph.
And it doesn't bring the energy the other two any of their other albums do. It's like they kind of starts like, yeah, we're here, cool, Motley Crue.
Whole album lacks the oomph, though, Steve.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, Patrick, anything else on your?
I don't think it's a terrible song. I don't think it's the best opener. I like it a lot more once it really gets going. I feel like it starts a little bit clunky, but it's got a cool groove. It's the type of song I would have loved to have come on at was that like Froggy's when we were in Daytona? That would have been a cool surprise in that environment. I would have been like, this is tops right now.
Better than
Yeah,
that
it's not
fucking butt
horrible.
rock they started putting
Overall,
on.
I like the song. Not the best opener, but I've heard
All right.
worse.
Well, let's move on to their cover of Brownsville Station, "Smoking in the Boys' Room." Oh, can we watch a video on this?
That's what I was trying to see if I could bring it up, but it's pretty smoky.
Oh,
No video. We've all heard it.
yeah, it's pretty well known.
Only about 3,300 times.
28 million views.
Mm-hmm. I also have the Motley Crue DVD of videos collection. It's called Greatest Hits, I think. I mean, I don't know. It's fine. It's pretty true to the original song. To be honest, when revisiting this record, literally record vinyl, we got cool ass vinyl. It helped that it was on vinyl for me. Like the quality of the sound. I don't know, something about it pops better on vinyl. Yeah, it takes me back to like middle school, high school, where literally my boys' bathrooms always smell like cigarette smoke. Yeah.
It's not that. I mean, when I got into Motley Crue back in my senior year again, I really wasn't big to them as a kid. I just remembered MTV and Headbangers Ball. Crew I really think about throughout the 90s, but for some reason I'm sure it came on at Rock 101 one time. I was like, oh shit, and then I got back into them. And this is a song that I play a lot. This is like I'm trying to think of a way to put this. This is like Dark Side for me. Does that make sense? I don't want to hear
Dark Side.
I don't want to hear it anymore. It's great for what it is. I fucking hate it now. I don't want to hear it anymore.
It's like Sweet Home Alabama.
Well, that sucks either way. But I can say the same thing on here. We down to track 5 on this. Yeah, it was awesome for the era, but it's just 39 million plays, 28 million plays. That means I've heard it a lot. So I'm kind of like, I'm good. That's why I think there is a lot of good songs on this album that stick out otherwise, but 2 of their biggest singles are off this album. You could argue it is their 2 biggest singles. Could. At least one of them. But, which is weird because Dr. Feelgood doesn't get old to me. I actually heard it this morning. It came up. I played it. It's fine. But Home Sweet Home and Smoking in the Boys' Room. We'll get Home Sweet Home in a minute, but Smoking in the Boys' Room is the one I could absolutely throw away and just, I'm good.
Fincher?
Oh, as we've gone over in previous episodes, I'm not in general, the biggest fan of cover songs. This one, I don't hate it. Kind of like your point, Steve. It's pretty true to the original. It's executed well. But, I have a somewhat favorable opinion of the song. But just like Feldman said, I'm also sick of it. I've heard it 90, 100, fucking 8 billion goddamn times. It's great in the moment, in the right scenario. If it came on, it'd probably be fun, but this is not a song I generally seek out when I'm listening to Motley Crue at home. Exactly. Or if I am listening to, say, this album or a greatest hits, I usually skip.
And if I were to introduce somebody to Motley Crue, or someone's like, they know like 1 or 2 songs, this isn't one I'm going to play them.
No.
Right. But the best way to listen to Motley Crue, Feldman, is loud. And some would say louder than hell.
I wish he would have done that different.
Yeah. Now we're cooking with gas.
Hell yeah.
And
So
down.
use a bullet in the head to be brave. Some like evil. Well, some need the power. Some think vain. Some get a bullet in the head instead. Some got to go. We'll roll. Some think hard was good for show. Some have no reason. Some have no hope. Some lie loud. We lie loud. We lie loud. We lie loud. Loud in hell. Loud. Some like it. Ooh, some like it. Ooh, some like it.
Boy, the number of times that he says the word some in this song, like every line starts with some. God, looking at the lyrics, it's like, dude. Yeah, I mean, it's fun. I mean, pool party fun, background, while you're sipping on your whiskey and trying to talk some jive, but it's kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of, it's got a nice groove, but it's like kind of forgettable riff. That's all right. Feldman?
That's surprising. Let's look at the view count, 3.2 million. Was this a single or no?
Not to my knowledge, anyway.
Why wasn't it?
A fan favorite, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is this should have been a single. Fun fact, the first time I heard this song was actually the demo version because of, I was just going through actually demo version on here? Nope. There was a demo version at one point, and I guess it was Napster, LimeWire, or some shit, SoulSeek, whatever it was back then. I downloaded it and it said demos. Oh shit! And the demo is much less produced than that and a little more raw. I like the song, and it's one of the. You go on Sirius, you'll hear a song off of an album every once in a while that you're like, yeah, that sticks out. But there was no video for it. There was no single, but obviously there was emphasis put on this song. Maybe they played it a lot at shows,
Yeah, probably, yeah. Seems like a live one.
I think this song deserves more credit than Steve certainly gives it. It's a good song. And it's actually the first song on the album that actually wakes you the hell up, to be honest with you. I mean, I like City Boy Blues a lot. That's trash. But this is like louder than hell. Well, you're batting in the number 3 position, so it's time to try to swing for the fences here.
Fletcher?
I kind of agree with both of y'all in different ways. I do feel like the song kicks ass. It's one of the better songs on the album. But then, Steve, to your point, there is a ho-humness to it, but I feel like that taints this whole album overall. I just feel like they're just, and it's probably because of what they were doing at the time. They were not going to turn in any 10s on an album when you're that fucked up all the time. It's just not possible. But no, I mean, I do like the song. I feel like it's one of my personal more favorite songs off the album. Kind of sounds, like it could be off one of the first 2 Crue albums. It wouldn't be out of, kind of like Feldman was saying earlier. It sounds like it could be, a older song from one of the first 2 albums they hadn't fleshed out yet.
Definitely on Shout.
Yeah, not that that's a bad thing. I mean, I like the song overall.
Well, Feldman, are you a gambling man? Because if you are, you need to keep your eye on the money.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah. Fun, about as memorable as the last one. But I mean, like, at least I can remember the melody. Like the riff, the verse riff especially is kind of lazy, but it works. I mean, I'm sure it was better live if they played it live. Because there's those songs that are like, you hear it on the album and it's like, but then you hear a live version or you actually see them band live and they play it and it's like, damn, that was way better than the album cut of it. Yeah, fun. It's much better melody. What do you think, Feldman?
I don't understand why you don't give this enough credit. I think
Prairie.
This is the first song that opens up the door to the new sound of Motley Crue going forward. Because that song oozes cock rock Motley Crue, from the riff to the pace to everything. Like, it's...
Yeah, that song could be on Girls, 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 definitely.
Yeah, if you have a starting point to what you want to sound like going into that next era, it was this song. It wasn't the other three on here. And it's followed up by Home Sweet Home, which is, the ballad of ballads. But it's weird because, once again, Tommy with his changes, his scale changes, like it's rhythmic, but then it speeds up out of nowhere and then it drops back down, speeds up out of nowhere, but it doesn't like go super fast. Like it's just enough to change the flow of the song. But
I do appreciate the cowbell hits.
That's what it's all cock rock all the way. At this point, this was, to me, when you go in the chronological order of things, when you get to this point in the album, I mean, two's a single. City Boy and Louder Than Hell sound like they could be on the other albums. This is the first one that sounds like a true cock rock song.
Gotcha. Fetcher?
And I like it a lot.
That's another one of my, if I had to pick three favorites off this album, it's one of those three. I kind of agree with Feldman's point. It was kind of opening the door to what they were going to show us in the future for what they did. But then, Steve, also to your point, just like I've said it, I think every song we played so far, it's great for this album. I feel like it would be lackluster on any other Motley Crue album, if that makes sense. But either, I mean, I like the song, especially on this album. It's a high point in my mind.
All the tracks, I don't hate them, but it's just kind of barely.
The other Crue, exactly. This album is.
Yeah.
We'll get into that at the end, but yeah, I don't want to. But yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, let's get on with the Ballad of Ballads, huh, Feldman?
I feel like going home.
Home Sweet Home?
We're going to trigger Will.
Beautiful piano riff.
You know I'm a dreamer, but my heart's of gold.
Hot Tub Time Machine. Fred Cordry in the.
There's a second one of those movies, and it was awful.
I didn't try it.
Yeah. First one's legend, though.
Oh, fucking own the DVD.
Take Me Home Tonight's the best 80s movie there is.
Topher Grace?
Yeah.
Just one more night, and I'm coming on this long and winding road.
Drum fill's epic.
I'm on the way. I'm on the way. Home, sweet home. Tonight, I'm on the way. I'm on the way. Home, sweet home.
All right. I mean, like, great video, too. Of power ballads is probably one of my favorites. Great, always do a great live too. Yeah, I don't know what's to say that's not been said about this song. We were talking about it's in Hot Tub Time Machine. It's in a lot of stuff. Good times. I mean, it was quite. I mean, I guess it probably took people by surprise back then, like kind of how Van Halen started using synths on 1984. this was probably like, what the hell? Motley's got a ballad? Bullshit. But yeah, the ladies like it. Everybody else eventually got into it, I guess, probably. Yeah, thumbs up from Steve. Feldman?
Yeah, when you hear this song for the first time, they either went two directions. You're like, holy shit, what the fuck is this? Or it's holy shit, they fucking sold out. Like it's one of the two.
Yeah.
It was their, I don't know. It is a staple for movie soundtracks, TV stuff. I don't know who actually wrote it. It's the ballad. I mean, it's great. It was a Home Sweet Home or the other one, Will?
Which one?
Which one did you use in the wedding? I forget. It was
Oh, Without You was played at my
was
wedding.
Without You. Okay.
Dr. Feelgood, yeah. First dance.
Home Sweet Home I can still listen to. It's kind of like the Stairway. It's fine. Smoke in the Boys' Room is like the dark side. Home Sweet Home is like the Stairway for me because I can still listen to Stairway and still enjoy it. It was the seller for this album. If this song was not on this album would not have been jack shit.
39 million plays.
Yeah.
YouTube at least.
Yeah. And again, if this album doesn't work if this song's not on it.
It does kind of define the era of Crue right here. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Like the whole, fun thing about Motley Crue, fellas, I don't know if y'all ever noticed, with every album, their logo and their look changed, at least in the 80s, which I always found fascinating. And there's a book that's kind of hard to find now, but it's called The Visual History of Motley Crue.
Yeah.
And used to get my hair cut at the, shout out to the recently closed Hollywood Vampire Salon. The girl, not twins, but the sisters that ran it, they were super into like LA Guns, huge LA Guns fans, Motley Crue fans, the whole nine. They actually had the book there, and when they moved to Greenville, they used to be in Asheville. But really cool sisters, really cool salon, and they had that book, and it's like out of print. And I was like, oh, y'all know this is like valuable, right? Like y'all should take this away from the waiting room. Anyway, I need to get that book eventually if I can get my hands on it somewhere. It's pretty cool.
Well, if they're closed, they might just give it to you. I don't know.
I should ask them. Patty and Teresa, that's the sisters. Yeah, I should ask them to see if they'll.
It sound like Motley Crue fans from 1985.
Mm-hmm. They've actually like hung out with them and stuff. Like I was like, cool. But they're really big on the LA Guns. Like Hollywood Vampires is a LA Guns album, you know. Fincher?
It's kind of like Smoking in the Boys' Room. I really love Home Sweet Home. It's just I've heard it 900 times, so I rarely voluntarily listen to it. I mean, if it comes on, if I'm riding around and it comes on Hair Nation, I'm not going to change its channel. But no, it's an awesome song. I feel like it is kind of like the career-defining song of Motley Crue, especially the casuals. You know, kind of like Pour Some Sugar on Me is the Def Leppard.
Yeah.
But no,
Yeah,
that
people
song,
who ain't into the band know this song.
yeah, exactly. But I mean, it's a top-notch power ballad in the genre, in my opinion. I know the solo's nothing crazy technical in this song, but it just shit blisters. I feel like adds a little bit of heaviness into the otherwise kind of in typical Motley Crue fashion. But I would definitely probably put this in the top 5, top 3 power ballads if we ever do that at some point in an episode.
Sure, for sure.
But yeah, kind of like Feldman said too, I think if this album did not have this song on it, it would be even more forgettable than it is. Generally,
it's got to be on your playlist too. Your personally curated Crue playlist.
Definitely.
Talk about bands. Well, move on to the next track tonight. We Need a Lover.
Just talking about hookers, right?
Probably.
Screaming watts, honey dripping from
if I'm gonna skip ahead to where it's got that ascending,
I know what you're talking about. I was thinking about it.
I like how
Right
it
here?
switches it up. No, it's after like one more. It's basically the bridge coming up at.
A little synthy.
Thunder Roads? It's like I had to think about going into the solo. He's like, oh, maybe. Well, it's later on. Let it ride. Go ahead, like 20 seconds. There. There we
There it is?
go.
Okay.
I like that. Alright. Yeah, I like how that little the chorus ensemble, if you will, they threw in there. That's like that. Oh, that threw me for a loop. Yeah, it makes the song stand out a little more from the others in this record. I mean, I would put this on my playlist. It's bopping and weaving. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's in the pocket. I mean,
Here's the thing. Does that not sound like it could come off Shot of the Devil?
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's got that.
That's-
It's got
this
that
is
shot
a-
of the devil swing to it. Yeah,
This is the first. It sounds like Knock 'Em Dead Kid. This is my
Yeah.
favorite. This is probably my favorite song on the album. There's 3 different sections of this song. It's technical for them.
it has movements.
It's good. Yeah,
Not
it's,
really.
it's a great fucking song. I could go as far to say it might be top 5 Motley Crue song for me of all time.
Damn.
I love that fucking song. Y'all don't give this album enough credit. I mean, you can say what you want about the 2 singles, but there has not been a bad song yet.
It's not that it's bad. There's just unrealized potential there. I feel like under different.
I do feel like
these songs
obviously they
all be
mailed this
better.
shit in, and again, we get these bottom 4 or 5 songs. It feels like they didn't record it for this album. That they brought it over for. I wish somebody would confirm that for me. It's like, oh yeah, they totally just they only recorded like 3 fucking album or 3 fucking songs, and there was 1 cover, and the cover blew up, and they mailed it in for a single, so they didn't have to shoot a music video, so you'll get fucked up,
Werman said, "Yeah, that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fetcher?
This is probably one of the final of my 3 favorites off this album. Not in that order. This is a great song, but kind of like I said a minute ago, I feel like there's much like the album as a whole, just unrealized potential there. It still rocks. It's definitely, I think, one of 2 high points on the album. But I feel
It's
like
got a
after-
pulse. It just doesn't really.
That's what I'm saying. It's good, but it I feel like under different circumstances with the band, maybe a different producer, it could have not just been good, it could have been legendary.
Good, not great.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's good. I like it. It's definitely a high point on this record. But
I've got a thing for like B-level Motley Crue songs, like Knock 'Em Dead Kid, this song. Okay, I mean, the ones that were like borderline singles, like Louder Than Hell, that were borderline singles, might have had a video, like the one that we were talking about, where it was supposed they had a video for it, but it was banned from MTV, so it never aired. That's on Dr. Feelgood. I can't think straight right now because I feel like something's piercing my head because I'm sick. But yeah, if you're wondering where I'm getting these takes from, is because I like a lot of B-level Motley Crue.
I don't think you're wrong. Like I said,
I mean, everyone's got their bands they do that with. That's totally cool. I understand.
I feel like
I
it
do that
falls
with Brittany
off after
Fox.
this song. I feel like this album just takes a fucking nosedive off a cliff after this song.
Here's what's interesting. Is Use It or Lose It the last one on the official release?
Oh, it might be.
That's
This
what
other one's
I'm-
gonna be like CD bonus tracks.
I think that's what we're looking at. The Crucial Crew re-releases.
It says deluxe version.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
got
I
all
listened
the
to it
extra.
on Spotify, and it looks just like this. It even has like those demos at the bottom and all that. So that's
Yeah,
what
they're
I
So we
definitely
weren't going to do the demos.
on the.
Which Will hates Save Our Souls. We had this discussion, but I actually like Save Our Souls.
Oh, why is this not listed on here? Yeah, use it.
You get the Chinese knockoff, that's why.
No, this is the official.
Steve, what it might have been, they might have kept the original, like the paper case, the original print, but added those bonus tracks on the record.
Yeah, we go all the way to Fight for Your Rights.
Okay.
So, all right, we had 10 tracks. All right, gotcha. Go on with the next one. Use it or lose it. You boys ready to play some Mario Kart? Come on, Yoshi on.
Oh, Yoshi's sorry on.
Rag down Vaseline, another overdose. You know James Dean wasn't playing the role. I said, hey, you, what you gonna do when time runs out on you? You said, I lose it. Sweet pain is the name of the game. I said, hey, better use it before you lose it. Better use it, don't throw it away. Hey, better use it before you lose it. Better use it, don't throw it away. Hey, don't throw it away.
Heavy Priest vibes. But I like the energy picking up right here. Like, that's cool. It's kind of a throwaway track. I mean, but generally I like the vibe. I mean,
It is.
very priesty though.
It is, but Mick shines.
Yeah,
The
he
riff
needed
is
to.
really good on it. The riff is what saves the song from being a complete throwaway. Because you can tell everybody's just like, all right, just play something quick, right quick, and get it out of the way and just get it in. Mick's like, fuck it, drop down on one of the fucking notes on my amp and we'll just go with it. And that was it.
It does sound like
It's a
he
good song.
quickly put it together.
Yeah. I mean, it was rushed. It's like, we got to get this out, you know. But I like Mick's riff is really good.
Yeah, it's not a horrible song, but I do, to y'all's point, I feel like it was just kind of rushed and thrown together. They were like, you know, I don't know if it was the band or the label or Tom Warman was like, hey, we need one more track, guys. That's what it feels like to me, is they were just kind of like, you got any ideas? Just put something together. We just got to get something else on tape. So it's not horrible because, I mean, it's Motley Crue. They can only get so bad. This album's a testament to that. But, yeah, I give it it's like mid-level. It doesn't suck. I don't love it. Not really stands out about it, but I'm not going to be
Middle of the
pissed off if it
road,
comes on. Yeah.
Well, Feldman, give me a pun.
Nobody's going to save our souls.
That's right. That's right.
Save our souls for rock and roll. God gave rock and roll to us. Save our souls. Ballads. Ballads.
Black angels laughing in the city streets. Street toys screaming pain and clench the teeth. The moonlight spotlight on the city's crime. And got no religion, live while we fight. Save our souls for the heaven. For life so good it so feels bad. Save our souls for the heaven. Save our souls for the promised land.
Is there a solo in there?
Yeah, it was like a slide guitar solo.
Let me go forward.
Save our souls for
Come on forward.
the promised land. Save our souls.
No, he's got the little glass piece while he's doing the solo.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a slide guitar, but
You know what this song sounds like to me?
Sabbath?
It sounds like a Black Sabbath song from either the Dio or Tony Martin eras. That's exactly what the
Really?
fuck. It sounds like Tony Iommi was like, we can't use this. Do you guys want it? That's literally
Especially on
what it
the
sounds
verses.
like.
I get Kiss vibes from that.
Huh.
Well, I could see that too, yeah.
That's what I was saying. God gave rock and roll to us. Like, it's kind of like an offbeat of that. But you're telling me, though, you felt like this was like a We Are the World song that they did on purpose. I like this song a lot.
Yes, because it's so Sabbathy. That's why.
Might be. I don't see how it's Sabbathy.
It doesn't, not classic.
Tony
Sabbath.
doesn't use the
verses
slider
Sounds
on the
Dio
fucking.
Sabbath or Tony Martin. It doesn't sound like classic Sabbath, but
It's 80s Sabbath
yeah,
for
it's
sure.
got that
Like,
vibe all fucking day in my book.
yeah, the verses especially, like the riff, just and
But I
the,
can
and
hear
the phrasing
Dio or
Vince
Tony
is
Martin,
doing.
either one singing that song, and it would make perfect fucking sense.
Totally.
Well, we
Well-
can share our opinion on that. Now, this one is We Are the World, ain't it?
I don't know, but if you're in the crowd, you need to raise your hands to rock.
I raise my hands to dump.
Sometimes you turn around and upside down. Sometimes maybe I drink too much, but man, my heart's still in touch. Hey, I remember standing tall saying, I'm gonna be a rock and roll star. But someone said, sit down, boy, you already are. Yeah. So raise your hands to rock. I raise your hands to rock. Raise your hands to rock. Raise your hands to rock. Summertime was always
So during the verses, right? I'm getting like we're sitting around the campfire with Vince and the boys singing it. You know,
Whiskey song.
Yeah.
It's like they drank a bunch of whiskey and thought they were going to get like artistic. Like
Right.
that high
Yep.
really hit that night.
and then we take a mean swerve into Twisted Sister territory.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's fun. You know, it's fine.
It's the worst song on the album.
It's there.
Y'all know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like a Britney
Extreme.
Fox B-side.
Like
A
a
what?
what B-side?
Sounds like a Britney Fox B-side.
I could see that.
Like
yeah.
It
I can
really,
hear
yeah.
them
It
doing
sounds
this
like,
song.
yeah, it sounds like a throwaway track that Britney Fox had. I mean, they didn't exist as a band at that point, but just like the previous song, it's like Britney Fox was in the studio next door and we're like, hey, we don't want this song. Y'all want to try to do something with it? It's like,
That was.
yeah,
I've had
y'all
a
need a
voice.
song here. Use this one. Fuck it. Just give us credit.
Yeah, I mean it's not horrible, but it's not great either.
Well, as I said,
It
Motley
ain't-
Crue.
it ain't good
Crue
either.
can only get so bad. I mean, in my opinion.
I mean, it's very on the nose. We heard the rock show, Red Rock.
yeah.
We got it. Yeah.
This album's definitely beefier in the middle. Like I like City Boy Blues a lot, but it's not a good opener, and then it just falls flat on its face like they did at this time.
Speaking of
by
beef,
the end of the night.
speaking of beef, fellas, do you have a preferred steak sauce when it comes to a steak? Matter of fact, what's your favorite cut of steak, and what's your favorite sauce?
Good steak don't need sauce.
I'm a New York strip guy, and I like Heinz 57. But you're right, though.
I was a strip guy. I'm still a strip guy, but when you get a good ribeye with the right amount of fat on it and it's cooked good, that's really hard to beat. And
Gotcha.
if you use Weber steak seasoning,
Weber is
steak
the
and
jam.
chop, Weber steak and chop, it's fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Not a plug, but it's fun. Funny note, me and him came back from Daytona, stopped at Bucky's. Bucky's has steak seasoning, which I used on a
Oh.
hamburger yesterday. It was really good. They've got
Dope.
Cajun seasoning, which I used on fish a couple days ago, and a taco sauce. It's called the Reaper. It's fantastic. It's all Bucky's.
I think I saw that last time I was at the Bucky's up in Sevierville. Shout out to Bucky's. Check them out.
We're not paid
Fisher?
for this.
Yeah, same as you guys. I'm I prefer a good strip steak. I also like if I can get a good quality sirloin that's got a good flavor. Uh, I don't really do sauce, but kind of like Feldman was saying, any kind of good rub or steak seasoning that sets it off for me. Perfectly cooked steak,
The best thing to
have a good
do,
dry rub on it. I'm perfectly fine with that.
get a New York strip. Get some actual blue cheese. Cook it with grill it with blue cheese on the top. Let it melt. That's premier food. And there's only a handful of
I've had
restaurants in
that.
the area that do that. It's so good.
I've had that somewhere
With
around
mushrooms.
here, like sauteed onions and like that melted blue cheese
Yeah.
over it. It was fucking quality.
Well, shit, I got
It's
some
understood.
57 sauce for my white trash ass. I
A1
guess.
for me. Heinz 57's fine for onion rings, but I don't ever think
I
about
like
it.
Heinz 57 on like chicken tenders, stuff like that. If you're making a pork tenderloin, it's
Chicken
good.
tenders?
But steak, I just don't put shit on steak. But Heinz 57 is
Yep.
quality.
Dude, it's ketchup with a kick, so you're basically putting ketchup on your steak.
Pork chops. 57 sauce.
Oh yeah, big time.
I can see that.
57 on pork is super good.
I hear you though, Feldman. I hear you. Yeah, you're right. Good steak. Yeah. I got some steaks from
Same with ribs. Get a better seasoning
Mark-
and do sauce.
grilled them on Memorial Day, and I didn't need seasoning, or I didn't need sauce. Definitely need seasoning. But yeah, the Weber's what's up.
You should buy a smoker, Steve.
I should. Nah, it's a good idea. Well, let's get on to the last track of the record here, the official release. And
There's one more. Never mind.
taking a cue from the Beastie Boys, also
Yeah.
coming out in '85, Fight for Your Rights.
It almost starts exactly the fucking same.
It might be the same chord.
But hey, that was cool. Let's just switch it up one. No.
Can't break the chains. Here's all the
And then it goes into accept.
Yeah.
Balls to the wall.
Not taking sides. Just ask her why. Does the pain in the children? Who wrote the Bible? Who said the laws? All we left are history's walls. And if you're out there, let me hear. Take a look in the mirror. Fight for your rights. Fight for your rights. Fight for your rights. Fight for your rights.
Bro, Nicky's. The fuck? These verses are talking about the Bible and all this shit, and like, but then Nicky's like, just make it a sing along, fight. This is total phone in. Last track. Oh, we gotta do something. Shit.
Big time phone in.
Didn't you take that? It sounds like that and change this. Here's the thing, like
Yeah.
the song's pretty good, but it's obvious that they put like no effort and they just ripped off like 3 other fucking songs.
Yeah, there's no effort at all in this song.
Track
But then
aside.
again, I don't know when was I feel like Beastie Boys was later in '85 though. That was '87, wasn't it? But this way, Nicki is notorious for ripping off riffs, so we'll put it that way.
No, I think it was '86 actually.
So
Right.
this actually came. So you're telling me the Beastie Boys ripped Motley Crue off?
Hey,
Ooh.
sure. They probably listened to everything though. To be honest, back in Huh.
Well, they're all dead.
Well-
so.
Yeah. Well, no, 2 of them. No, 1 of them died.
I thought they all died.
Nah, just 1 of them.
Oh, sorry.
Well, fellas, it's Gold Skull time.
Dog.
Dog. And let's switch it up and start with Fincher.
The honor is all mine.
1 to 5 gold skulls.
I would honestly
That's why we killed the
overall
music.
I'd give this album a 2.
There's no music playing. Where's my thing at?
Part of me wanted to
like
say
I-
2.5,
2?
but it's just
I was gonna think you were gonna say 3.5, and that was being nice.
well. Let me say this: I do think this is, at least of the original Crew albums with Vince Neil, by far the weakest. I would even rather, generally speaking, I think Generation Swine is more interesting, at least. This
it's
album just really does
unlistenable, man.
sound-
Why? I don't
You
get
know,
it.
this album has its high points. Like I said, there's 3 songs I really think are just fucking rock, but the rest of the album I do feel like is just kind of if not just meld in, the last two songs definitely are just fucking meld in. Those are just zero effort. Just go through the fucking motions. We got more shit. Our minds on other things, like. But yeah, I do feel like it's the weakest of the original Crue albums. But like I've said a couple times during the song reviews, Crue can only get so bad, in my opinion. So if the worst they can be off being crazy alcoholics and on insane amounts of drugs is still to give an overall 2 of an album, in my opinion, I just feel like the bad points and just the overall just lack of inspiration, I guess, just to me drags it down to a 2. Like I said, I was really because I listened to this album 3 times for this review. The first time I was at 2.5. The second time I said 3. Then I listened to it again about, I don't know, 2 hours before I did this show. That's when I settled on just 2. Let's say it's not great, it's not horrible, but it just as far as the Crue, if it was from a different band, I'd probably give it a 3. To be honest with you, if some other band of this genre sent this album in, but at least me personally, I have a lot of expectations when it comes to Motley Crue, and I know their other material is hella strong.
This is a Pretty Boy Floyd 3, but a Motley Crue 2.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, from a lesser band, I would give it more, but
it's a bridge album.
Positional period.
Yeah, I mean it was a bridge, but you got 2 of their biggest singles off of this album too. There's one they might have mailed it in on some of these tracks, but I've heard mailed in tracks from other bands and they're unlistenable. The only one I hear is just really garbage is Raise Your Hands to Rock, because I just feel like it's an insult for putting that out. Cebu Blues I still like a lot. Tonight We Need a Lover is one of my favorite Motley Crue songs. If not top 5, top 7. This motherfucker gets a 4. That's better than any Wasp album. Yeah, it gets a 4.
4 out of 5.
Yep.
Well. I have to meet somewhere in the middle, fellas. Yeah, I mean it's better than 90s Crue.
And maybe y'all have just listened to this way more than I have, but then again, 4 of these fucking songs I played the hell out of in the year 2000. So,
see, this is one of those albums, until we did this for this podcast, I had not listened to this album. I mean, other than the 2 songs you're going to hear all the time anyway, Home Sweet Home and Smoking in the Boys' Room. I had not listened to this album in, honest to God, at least 15 years. Because I was listening to Crue a lot in the 90s. I was that guy pulling up to high school, like blasting Dr. Phil. And people like, it's 2000, right? you know, you can fuck off, right? Like, so yeah, even back then, this album just never really caught me. I think more highly of it now, and it probably was a good thing I hadn't heard a lot of these songs in well over a decade. I think overall, I have a higher opinion of this record now than I used to, because before we got in to do this, I thought this album was just absolute garbage bin bullshit. I'm like, no, I've given that album chances. It sucks. I don't want to listen to it again. But when I'm revisiting it, I discovered a lot of.
So if you didn't revisit it, you would even like a 0.5 is what you're saying? Because you gave it a 2.
If you would have asked me like 3 months ago, just if we were hanging out and y'all just say, hey, what do you think of that album? I'd have been like, it's absolute garbage. It sucks. It's doo-doo.
Thumbs down.
But like I said, it's been a long time. It never grabbed me back in the day. But like I said, revisiting it, I can see the strengths in it. It just always felt cheap and uninspired to me way back when.
Let me take it back. 90s Motley Crue, I've never actually listened to Generation Swine. I mean, their re-recording of a redo of Shout at the Devil's pretty cool. But the self-titled record that should have been called Motley Karabi is great.
Yep.
Just should have been called Motley Karabi, but nobody knew who John Karabi was. I'm going 2.5 gold skulls here. Yeah. I feel like that's a good spot to be for me. A lot of the tracks are, as we said on the Wasp record, like background barbecue music, like I ain't going. It ain't it ain't obnoxious modern top 40 or anything. It's fine. Rocking, chilling, eating a hot dog, sipping on a Miller Lite. Works for that. But I ain't really gonna seek it out. However, if I make a mega Motley Crue playlist, I'll put 3 or 4 tracks of this on it.
I can't remember stuff, but it was actually "Time for Change" is what you were giving me shit on, saying that was a "We Are the World" song. Well,
That's at the end of Dr. Phil.
yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Actually, I love that song.
Controversial opinion. Well,
but looking at
fellas.
but looking at Dr. Feelgood's full list of songs, it is top tier, top to bottom, and that's even with giving them a 4.
We'll get to that record, fellas. Don't worry. We'll have a big party for that one. All right. Well, we'll be back in about 2 weeks.
Skibbity bop.
Feldman's going to work on a video intro for our YouTube page. I understand.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. It's going to be hot. If you don't know, if you're just listening to the audio version on Spotify and Apple Podcasts or whatever, we have a YouTube channel also. Check that out. If you have any complaints, grievances, or suggestions and comments, feel free to email us at hairmetalmassacre@gmail.com. And thank you for checking us out. Hey, fellas, I was thinking, we should keep the 1985 train rolling on through this 2025. And what you guys thinking about rocking like Dockin' with a little under lock and
Fuck yeah.
key? Yeah, next
Hell
time.
yeah.
I regret not buying that fucking record player down there. I knew that was going to happen.
We'll just have to go back and get it. It's no big deal.
I guess so.
Yeah,
It'll take
no
14
big
It's
deal.
hours.
a record player or something? Or?
Dude, you haven't seen a record store like this in a long time.
It was like Manifest
Daytona?
back in the day. Yeah, it was fucking
nice.
awesome. I think it was called
Nice.
Atlantic Sounds or something. I believe it's the name of the store. Awesome store. They had a shitload of vinyl, shitload of CDs, audio
New stuff.
equipment, T-shirts and shit. Didn't they have posters too? In that other room?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a
Nice.
cool ass store though. That was yeah.
They had newer Sabbath stuff
Mhm.
re-released. I mean, that was what I was aiming at getting with this combo record player. I did CD and tape.
Re-releases.
There's Tony Martin re-releases. They had them outside the
Yeah.
box set. They just had like individual CDs, individual.
Nobody
vinyl.
near us is going to have that, though. And I'll be like, we'll order it for you. No, I don't want to do that. I want to buy it from the store. It's in the store. It's right there.
We should eventually do one of those Tony Martin Sabbath albums. The one that's most closest to what
We
we're
should all
doing.
3 go to Daytona and do a Daytona episode.
Live from Daytona.
Yeah, hey.
From the Hooters, and nobody's at. They probably got shut down this week like the rest of them did.
Yeah, we'll just get on their
Titty bar,
Wi-Fi.
like-
We'll go from the Hooters parking lot. Fuck it.
Welcome to the stage, Alicia.
Yes.
Now, we know a couple of those, too. Biggins.
Yeah, we need
Jesus
to go to
Christ.
Biggins.
Biggins, there's a
Oh,
titty bar
man.
called Biggins in Daytona.
Yes, and this guy would not
Biggins.
stop saying that word for like 6 fucking hours.
That's
He
awesome.
would just say Biggins and laugh. Oh,
It's like Al Bundy. Like, who would have thought a strip club existed anywhere called Biggins?
That's brilliant. I like
It really
that. I
is.
like that. I feel you, Fincher. All right, well, everybody, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Until then, take her sleazy.
but.